Fuck yeah, it's too much pizza, bro.
Oh.
This is episode 5.
Episode 4.
Oh,
man.
no, 4. Yeah, you're right.
We missed
episode 4. We missed
a week.
We missed another Sunday.
No.
Damn. The one thing that we were supposed to say.
Now, y'all, I wanted to apologize, man, because I gave you so much guff about you and Red Dead Redemption. And at the same time, I didn't play Red Dead Redemption. I just had random shit to do. I was on a date that Monday. We were supposed
Did
to
you
do
go with that Japanese girl again?
Yeah, same girl from what we was talking about last episode.
How'd that go?
It went well, man.
How's her English?
Not that great. Like, she was here for like 3 years, so it's getting better. She gave me I don't know, it was going well near the end, man, too, and I thought I was gonna get with her. Yeah. And she gave me some sort of ultimatum type of shit.
You need to shave your mustache.
No, it was like that. She's just like, yo, if we do it now, I'm never gonna talk to you again. I was like, what? And in all fairness, it's not because she's because I didn't have a condom. I was just like, oh fuck. Do I just do it and just never talk to her again, or?
I'm not one of those people that's like, you must wear a condom every single time.
No.
If someone asks,
I understand.
Absolutely, 100 fucking percent.
Of course.
If someone's like, oh, I want you to put a condom on, you're like, no, fuck you. If you're that kind of person, that bugs me. I know a couple of guys that are like that. It's like, yo, I never wear a fucking condom.
But you should.
You're proud of that?
Would you rather not and then risk whatever?
Not only that, it's just you don't know what you have. You don't know what she has. At the same time, there's pregnancies and all this other crap. I get it if you're gonna hook up with somebody and the conversation never comes up, you don't have to do it or whatever. If you just don't end up wearing one, that's fine. But if you're just gonna refuse to wear a condom, that's fucked up.
But she was just it was more at that point I'm like, fuck, I don't want to be a dick and do it without one if she doesn't want, if she's asking, you know, I'm like, fuck. But in that moment I was like, oh damn, all right. So I stopped. But throughout the whole date, honestly, she needed help with her assignment and she could barely speak English. Yeah. I did 80% of her fucking assignment.
That was your date number 2. Help me with my homework.
Pretty much, man. Fucking did all that shit. I left her the conclusion to do by herself. I was so point. I'm like, listen, man.
Did you proofread it for her at least?
Yeah, of course. I was the one typing it, man. I'm telling you. It was define and describe these things. Yeah. And I found it on her textbook. I did all of that shit. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, I better get something rewarded after doing her goddamn fucking assignment.
So what was that? It's oh, you helped me with my homework, so now I'm gonna suck your dick? That's kind of weird.
Well,
maybe I should go be a tutor. Should hang out at Sheridan. Yo, I'm a solid B student. You want me to be your
right? I even told her too. I'm like, listen, man, don't thank me, because I don't know if I did well or not. I don't know what the fuck you guys are studying. It's travel and tourism. But I was just by all means, listen.
You know what's fucked about that too? I've dated girls who were in school. And I've helped them with their homework, or there have been times where they're really overwhelmed, and I've done their homework for them because they're doing a bunch of other assignments. And it's always this weird thing when you're done where it's almost because they trust you so much because you're in a relationship where they're like, oh, obviously, no, trust this guy, he's not an idiot.
Bro, I met her twice.
That's what I mean. When all of a sudden it's yo, I'm doing I did.
And I felt like she was really desperate and need some help. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I'll help you. Yeah, I don't mind. Obviously. I wasn't expecting to do the whole assignment. I'm like, yeah, I'll help you explain shit. Little did she know, she's like, I don't get it. Can you? I'm like, at some point I got annoyed. I'm like, you know what? I'll just do the fucking thing. So instead of doing the podcast, I was doing her homework. Fucking 80% of that shit. And we'll come over to my house after we eat and watch the Raptors game. They lose. And it's all right, time to go home. But really, is it time to go home? And then all of a sudden, it was getting down to
is it time to go home, or is it time to go to Cock City? Population, your vagina.
And at that time, everything was going well. And then she just said, she's like, do you have a condom? I'm like, no.
Well, that's a weird one. So I don't
no.
I have condoms in my somewhere in my house.
It was my mistake that I didn't have any. Well, I'll admit to that.
How presumptive? Because for me, it's always weird with that, right? If I'm at home and they're there, fine. But if I'm going out, oh, it's a first date, I'm gonna go out. If I bring one with me, then that's me she looks like she's gonna get asked for some dick at some point. Yeah. To me, it's just kind of weird.
It was more
because to me, if I was a girl or if I was gay or whatever, and I'm hooking up with somebody, and then they open their wallet up and pull out a condom, part of me is gonna be sitting there going what? You just thought we were gonna fuck, asshole? Now I'm not gonna fuck you. That's how I would react as a girl in that situation.
With me and her, it was more just we both knew something was gonna happen. And then she brought. I was like, oh fuck, I don't have.
No, it's because her ancestors were part of the Joy Division in the Second World War, so they're just used to having sex with men for rice during.
And then and then like we're doing it, we're going around, we're just fooling around, and then I'm like, oh, is it okay? She's like, I'm like, is it okay? Like I got myself checked and all this shit. Like I know I'm not.
That's kind of a funny ultimatum. Like part of me, like,
and then she's just like, it's either you fuck me and I never talk to you, or we just stop now. And I'm like, fuck, am I going to be an asshole and just do it and let her leave and outside it's raining and make her fucking bus home and all this shit? I'm like, man, I don't want to be a fucking dick.
Well, let me guess, you made her bus home anyway?
No, it was raining. I drove her home. I wasn't going to be like, it was raining. I'm like, I can't do this, man. Like, it's raining.
You know what? I can respect her for that, though. Her basically is like, listen, like, I'll let you fuck me, but I'm very I'll feel disrespect about this whole thing, and this will basically be it. So let me see how you feel about me. Like, oh, you like me? You want to see me again? All right, we're not going to fuck. You're going to get a second chance to get your shit together, to grab a condom or whatever, so the next time we hook up, we'll do it on my fucking terms. Or, fine, you know what? Fuck you. Fuck me. I won't enjoy it. I'm not, like, you're not going to enjoy it afterwards anyway, and then you're never going to talk to me again. I kind of respect that, because to me, that's a test, first of all.
I think,
to me, that's a test. That's her saying, all right, let's see if this guy's actually interested in me. Because if you weren't interested and you just wanted to fuck her, then it would have been like, all right.
I was in the middle, you know, and I felt like I already chose my decision when I was just like, you know what, like, it wasn't even like I wanted to see her even more. It was more like, you know what, I don't want to disrespect what she wants.
Yeah.
And I don't want to fucking force this type of shit on someone by all means, you know, like I wasn't like, I'm not that type of person. So I was just like, you know what, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. There's always different opportunities.
And you know what? She probably respects you a lot more for that.
And that's what she said. I apologized. I'm like, yo, my bad. Like, if I was like forcing shit, she's like, no, you weren't. You know, like you're great. Like you had a good time and you stopped.
Yeah.
You know, so
So
there's nothing wrong.
So you get your second chance. She gonna call you at 1 a.m. Hey, I want your Filipino sushi.
If she hears this shit, she probably won't talk to you again. Yeah. She hears this shit, she'll be like, yo, this guy's talking bear shit.
Yo, good thing only 2 people listen and it's me twice.
Fuck, I listened to half of it sometimes. I listened to it. And I noticed the whole thing. I listened to the last episode and I'm like, man, I gotta stop fucking swearing all the fucking time because I always fucking say fuck. And
listen, we're not family friendly yet until the ad revenue.
That's what I told my friend because he was listening to it. He's like, man, you swear a lot, man. I'm like, listen, man.
When the ad revenue
it's after hours, okay?
Once
like,
blow
get the
up.
fuck out of here.
Listen, Howard Stern. Listen, once Sirius Radio is calling us and they're like, listen, but you can't swear. That's what's like, all right, cool. I won't swear. You're paying me not to swear. Fine, I won't swear.
Just bleep whatever I say.
Yeah, but that's. I'm not gonna edit this. Fuck.
I'm not gonna edit it. I know, right? Like, no one's gonna listen to this. And my other friends are like, yeah, like honestly, like you guys sound interesting and everything. It's just we hear you talk Adrian all the fucking time. So like, I don't know if your friends say the same thing. Do I not talk enough? No. I mean, like just in general, like when I hang out with like, we know how your voice is. Come on, man.
See you too much. We're sick of your fucking voice.
Now we gotta hear you in a podcast too. I get that.
No, this is their excuse to not hang out with you as often. Adrian, why would we hang out with you? We just heard you on your podcast for last week. We know everything you have to say.
We're going to say, hey, man, you listen to my podcast? Yeah, man. But, like, honestly, throughout that whole date, and, like, when she was saying all that shit, I was like, oh, man, it was so cute because she has, like, a Japanese accent.
Yeah. So she didn't say, listen, you're either fucking me now and I'm never seeing you again, or we suck now. She sat there, so we fucking right now, and I'm never going to see you again.
I'm never going to see you again.
Or we stop right now. Choose your honor. What is more honorable for you? That's racist.
Well, if she said it like that, I'd tell her to get the fuck out.
That's racist.
I'd just be like, what?
She's a guy, like a samurai out of nowhere. I want you to fuck me with your samurai sword. Actually, no, you're Filipino. What'd you guys use? Kukris? Oh no, yo-yos. You weaponized yo-yo.
Slingshots.
Fuck me with your yo-yo.
Fucking racist, man. Yeah, man. I don't know. I was busy that night. I was like, fuck, yo. I did her assignment. I fucking did this. We got food. Everything's well. She laughed at all my jokes.
That's good.
And everything was going well. And then I'm like, oh, man. I get too aggressive and shit. And like, I was like going off. And I'm like, oh, wait. She's like,
she just wanted to see your peck. She wanted
peck.
to see your little peck.
Peck's a vagina, dude.
Oh, yeah. What's penis again? Tito?
Tito is
Tito
uncle.
Rod? Tito Rod?
That's uncle, bro.
Oh.
It's Titi.
Tito's Titi. I play Tito League basketball. Tito's Titi rub up against me all the time. It's like, it feels like the chong.
Lechon?
It feels like lechon. I don't know why. It's like a blackberry in his pocket.
But we'll see. We'll see when I see her again.
Well, you like her, right?
You know what? I do, but like at the same time, it's like I don't know if I want to invest so much on like a relationship at this point in my life. Like what I'm trying to do for myself.
What are you trying to do for yourself?
Well, trying to get a better job and pay off my debt.
How does having a relationship get in the way of that?
I don't know, just the money wise and just me paying more attention to another person
as opposed to
just paying more attention to myself, you know.
So like, what'd you do yesterday?
I did myself.
And if you're in a relationship, you don't think yesterday you could have done yourself?
No, I'm just saying, like, I don't want to be
because like my whole thing is like I always had a problem with people who say that. Like I've never, fortunately, been broken up with by someone with that argument. So it's not like I'm bitter about people who say that. But like the thing I never understood about like, oh, you know, I want to travel, I want to fit. It's like, first of all, oh, we need to break up because I want to travel. So you want to go get fucked in Italy is basically what you're saying. Because like, how does being in a relationship prevent you from traveling? Maybe I'm fucked.
No,
but like in my mind, like if I have a girlfriend,
you would.
And I want to go there. I want to go to Prague, right?
Yeah.
Just say I'm like, oh, you know what? I really want to go to Europe. I want to do 2 weeks. I want to be by myself in Europe for 2 weeks. If I'm in a committed relationship, I should be able to have that conversation with that person. And be like, listen, I love you. Obviously, everything's going great. I want to take this trip.
If you don't want to go, it's okay.
Like, yeah, if you don't want to go or if you can't go, it's totally fine. I just want to let you know, like, this is a thing that I want to do. And it is for myself. It's 100% a me trip, something I want to do for a long time. I want to go on this trip. I think if you're in a good relationship that's in a good place, the other person can sit there and go, I understand. Like, go on your trip. Well, like if my mom or my dad, they just had their 30th anniversary.
Would they go anywhere?
I mean, they just hung out in Toronto, whatever. They were just, it's 30 years. Once it's 30, it's like, who gives a shit at that point? Like, I've been, whatever, it's 30 years. Fuck, I know this fucking person. But like, I know if my dad will go on trips all the time by himself. My mom will do trips by herself.
That's
all the
normal,
time.
Man.
Because like they know that my mom's not going to Barrie to get fucked. My dad's not going to Hungary to get fucked. You know what I mean?
He's going to Barrie.
Or maybe they have that arrangement. Bro. Like, I don't know. My parents wouldn't be open about that kind of. They wouldn't tell their kids, listen, we like to fuck other people on their trips. That's why we don't go with each other. But like they go on trips together too. And like for me,
that's
like
totally fine.
I should be like, and I've been in relationships where it's like, listen, I'm going to Cleveland for 4 days or whatever.
I was in that situation though with my last girlfriend.
Exactly.
And it was more like, I was like, hey, I need to find a fucking job. I just finished school. I'm looking for a job. Like, I can't really be going on vacations right now.
Yeah.
Like, yo, what if I have a job and then, like, we're going on this vacation? I can't just, hey, I'm going on vacation even though I just got this job. And she got kind of upset about it. But, like, yo, that's how it is sometimes, man.
You're allowed to get upset. If your significant other says, like, they want to take the trip or, like, I can't take the trip with you because of a specific reason because I'm prioritizing myself.
Yeah, exactly.
You are allowed to get upset.
Yeah.
But you're not allowed to hold that against the other person.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, like, if I'm going to go on a trip or if I'm dating someone and she says, hey, me and my girlfriends want to go to France for a week.
That should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. But some people make it a problem.
Don't go on the
I think that's
trip.
more of a trust issue, though, like with those people. Yeah.
But, like, so then what? Your relationship is, like, you can't trust the person you're with?
Yeah.
Why are you with that person?
Like, for me, like, being in a relationship right now, like, I think I'd be too preoccupied with that, man. And, like, I need to focus more on what I need to do, which is like save money, fucking pay off my debt, try to live on my own at some point.
So so the save money thing that I can understand because that if you're in a relationship with someone you want
that's
to go
the most important. That's one of the biggest
things
too. Like I don't want to be spending money with someone because like you know like we go out here and there and then next thing you know I'm fucking super broke. You know like I have shit to pay too. Right?
Yeah, because she wants to do stuff with you, you want to do stuff with her.
Exactly.
And stuff costs money.
And I don't want to just be laying at home with the person and doing nothing because that's.
Like for 9 and 10 months.
Yeah, exactly.
That's once you're like, all right, we farted on each other for fun now. Like once you're at that stage, that's what it's like. All right, do you want to go out to dinner? Nah, let's just sit around in our underwear.
Exactly.
Watch separate shows on our iPads in bed together, and not fuck. That's when you get to the best part of the relationship. That's the best part when you're not fucking anymore. When you're just like, yeah, I'm wearing her socks today because mine aren't. I don't have laundry.
Like,
that's the good part of the relationship. When you're just fucking, nah, that's boring. That's boring. That's the bad part. So I understand the money thing, but like the time thing, like, are you not like
the time thing
spending time with your boys? Like,
no, it has nothing to do with that.
How much time are you smoking weed with your?
You know what? It's not even like I need time for myself. It's just I just need time so I can make more money. And I feel like if I spend more time with someone else, I'll be spending more money.
So what are you doing on Tuesday night to make more money?
What do you mean Tuesday night? Like it's rather I save money or I go out and spend money. You
right.
know what I mean?
But what did you do Tuesday night?
I stayed at home.
What did you do Wednesday night?
It's like I usually stay at home and hit the gym. That's what I usually do.
Right.
Like I don't try to spend so much money unless it's the weekend or unless I got paid.
Yeah.
But like I do enjoy going on dates here and there just because like honestly like I can't be like hanging out with my boys or hanging out with my friends like every single fucking time I go out. You know, like you want to have like you just want to have a different feeling with like someone else. It's always like always a good time. You know.
Yeah.
I feel like when I go on dates like it's a great time. Not like right. I put on a fucking show, man. I put on a fucking show.
That's why I've been single for 4 years.
Not 4 years. Put on a fucking show. But like it's fucking. But like at the same time, like it goes well, and then like for some reason I just like second guess myself. I'm like, man, do I really want to keep going with this? Yeah. Or do I want to just stop and just like... Whatever?
Well, and that's the whole point. Like, that's why the date exists in the first place, is to find out if you actually want to spend time with that person. And if you're allowed to have fun in the moment and then decide afterwards that you're not into the person, right? I do that all the time. Whenever I've gone on dates, and this is usually just because of the whole online thing, for me, it's kind of like a fun way to hang out with someone new.
Someone new, someone who's interested in you.
I'm bad with ghosting people.
Oh yeah,
from like online and stuff. Like if I'm not sitting there going like I see wedding bells on the first date.
Yeah.
And I know this is stupid, but like I went out with this girl.
Is the Sinead O'Connor girl?
Yeah, and she was fun, right? She was fun. It was a good time. There was a lot of common ground. We even have tattoos from the same tattoo artist.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So there was a lot of common ground, but it's just like I knew in my head, I'm like, there are things that like where I am in my life and where she is in her life that work at completely different places.
Yeah.
And a little hypocritical of me to say it after kind of judging you for a similar vague bullshit reason, but like at the same time, I've got different priorities than this person does. So even if we were to get in a relationship, she'd be sitting around going, I want to travel, I want to do all this stuff, and I'd be sitting around going like, well, I have to fucking work.
Yeah.
I've got mortgage, I got this to worry about, I got this to worry about. When are we having kids? When are we doing this?
Exactly. You can't be in the same wave. You're on different wavelengths.
You're 8 years ahead of me. Exactly. So like the traveling thing again, I'm fine. Like you want to travel, that's fine. But she's talking about like spend a year in Australia, and I'm like, listen, I'm almost too old to do that because the government won't give me a.
My friend did that. Is doing that right now.
Our friend Marcus.
It's crazy, man. Years. He went on like a Southeast Asia trip for like maybe 3 months.
Yeah.
Came back. I asked him how everything is. He said he had a great time. And then like I'm like, what you doing now? He's like, honestly, there's nothing in the city for me. Next thing I know, a month later, he's like, hey man, I'm going to fucking Australia in a week. I got my visa. He's a chef, and I'm like, so what are you gonna do? He's like, I got no plans. I'm going to stay in a hostel. I'm going to find a job. I'm just going to do it. Dude, you can just do it. And I look at his feeds right now on Instagram, and like he looks like he's having the time of his life.
That's exactly what Marcus did. And he just went, didn't have a job. He lucked out when he got there. Like some dude was like, oh, by the way, I work for the government. You want a government job for a year? He was like, yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, okay.
So he kind of lucked out when he got there with a job. But it was the same thing with my sister. My sister was like doing coke in the bathroom with some girl that she met. And she was like, hey, I'm actually going on leave for the next year. So my company's trying to hire a temp replacement. Do you want my job? And my sister was like, yeah.
Dude, coke in the bathroom?
Yeah, I don't know. She probably wasn't doing coke in the bathroom, but like,
shut the fuck up.
I think it was, if I remember the story right, she was in the bathroom at a club talking to some girl she just met, and that came up. Like she just completely lucked out. She wasn't doing coke. She doesn't listen to this anyway. But no, the Australia thing's good. But this is something she wanted to do, and I'm like, I'm too fucking old. Once you hit 30, you're not allowed to do that. I'm 28. I'm about to be 29 in a month.
Okay.
Like I'm literally too old to do this. That's something you want to do. And while I'm fine with my significant other traveling without me, if you're gonna be gone for a year, it's like we might as well fucking break up.
But what's scary too is like with the time shit as well. Like I want time for myself, but like there's so little time now. Like I don't want to be like in my mid 30s or late 30s and I'm still kind of single looking for someone, you know. Hopefully by that,
You know what? That to me, I believe that.
I just feel like it'd be a lot harder for sure.
No, I think it'd be easier. I think I've noticed at least that dating is easier. As I get older, dating is easier.
Well, it depends.
Because everyone kind of had, like, when I was younger, hooking up was easier.
Yeah, but like actually.
But then like, hey, let's go get brunch. No, like I just wanted to hook up with you.
Okay,
I'm hungover. I want to go home. Bye. Right. Whereas as an adult, as I got older, I realized that the dating aspect of it is a lot easier now. It's the hooking up part that gets harder because people are like, yeah, like we can either fucking never see each other again or we wait. And it's like, okay, but I'm only here to hook up with you. I've no interest in dating you. You were boring the whole time. I'm sure I was pretentious the whole time we were on this date, I know you're not interested in me. So it's like, okay, we can. What are you gonna text me at 1 a.m.? And that's what happened. This other girl I went out with a couple weeks ago, pretty hot, very fucking stupid.
That happens a lot, bro.
And it was like I knew this was going nowhere. First date, absolutely horrible. Second date, absolutely horrible. Conversation with this person was boring. I literally got a 1 a.m. text. Hey, you should come over and spend the night. I'm like, listen. In my head, my inner monologue was like, you know this is going nowhere. You know this is the last time you're going to see this person.
So just do it.
But at the same time, it's been a little while. You might as well go.
Come on.
So I did. And I never saw her again. And that's fine. And you know, whatever. It was like lesson learned. But I wouldn't be worried. Like the whole like finding someone when you get older. When you get older, it's easier because everyone's sitting around in the same fucking boat. They're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I didn't find anyone at 30. And it's like, oh wait, you like dogs? I like dogs. Let's get married in a month. Like the older you get, like when you and Rochelle, were dating. You guys were dating for what, like 5 years?
Yeah, 5 years.
Yeah, you didn't propose to her at any point. Nothing.
No.
When you're dating someone for 5 years when you're 28.
It's a different.
You're
story.
getting fucking married. Like
it's a different story. Yeah, like with my sister and her husband now. Like I remember, probably my sister was maybe like 26. I think he's a little bit older. I think he's in his early 30s or something like that. And then he was like, oh, like he wanted to move in with her and all this stuff. And then my older sister, she's like a little not protective, but she's like, oh, like this is going so fast, this and that. And he's like, listen, I'm this age. Yeah. I'm gonna marry your sister.
The older you get, the faster things move.
This is not like something I'm looking for short. Like the only intention is for me, like I want to marry her.
When you're 20 and you're dating someone for 5 months and you decide to move in with each other, that's moving too fast.
Exactly.
When you're 29, dating a 28-year-old, and you've been dating for 5 or 6 months, moving in with each other is like
that's kind of normal.
It's more acceptable because it's like at 20 you're like, we love each other, we're meant to be, we're gonna have so many kids, we're gonna last together forever. I got his name tattooed above my asshole, and it's like, all right, you're an idiot. When you're 29, it's like, well, you know, there's no point paying a mortgage on both of our properties.
It's like, why am I going to go to your house?
Yeah.
Why do we have to go to 2 different places?
Exactly. It makes more sense to move into one place because you're an adult.
I got too many keys in my keychain. I
don't need a key to your place and my place. Let's have one key. One key for our place.
I pay both bills.
You pay for the internet. I pay. We both have our own Netflix. Listen.
It's either we're going to fuck or I'm going to get the fuck out of here.
But it makes sense because when you're 20, you don't give a shit about these things. But when you're 29, dating someone, you're like, I've got my own Spotify, she's got Spotify. I've got Netflix, she's got Netflix. My cell phone bill, her cell phone bill. My internet, her internet. My rent, her rent. Car insurance, all this. And then you're sitting there together and you're like, listen, if we like consolidated everything, we could go to Paris for 2 weeks. That makes sense. All right, cool. So you're moving in here? No, your place smells weird. You're moving into my place. All right, I don't give a shit.
But see, what the thing is with the girl I'm talking to now, it's more of, like, I feel like we're kind of in the same boat where she's, like, still in school. She's like, a year older, but she's still in school. She's trying to, like, finish her stuff.
Yeah.
And for me, like, I'm trying to, I'm not saying I don't have my stuff together. It's just, I'm just trying to find more ways to make money.
Right.
And enjoy, and, like,
And that's fine. Like, you're allowed to have, if you're not going to date someone, if you don't want to date someone, you're allowed to do that for whatever reason you want. I'm not going to say that it's a dumb reason or it's this.
It's more of, like, the freedom for me to just do what I want to do.
Yeah.
And then at that same time, like, I'll be able to, like, figure out what I like and what I don't like. Like, right now, like, I used to be going to, like, a shitload of raves just to party and shit and just to party and, just to get fucked up. But, like, now, like, I'm at this point where I'm just, like, I don't really need to go to these places.
Yeah.
I only want to go to shows or concerts and stuff like that to artists I actually enjoy watching. You know, like, I'm kind of over the, hey, I want to go party and do all this shit and get fucked up. You know, I'm kind of over that. So, like, it's just you really finding yourself.
Because, you change. And being, I think, I don't know what the quote is from, but the whole, like, you can't love someone until you can love yourself.
Is that in, what was that movie we watched?
We watched?
No, a movie we watched after the podcast.
You watched a movie after a podcast?
No, it was freaking, you know, like, you said it was, like, the perfect comedy, like, the perfect comedy. The guy's like, oh, how to lose a girl, and the guy said, was that the quote? Was that the quote from it?
No, it's not from that. I mean, they probably say it at some point.
So, man, I love fucking rom-coms, man. That's
me
like
too.
one of my top 5 rom-coms would be that, and like Breakup was the fun.
The Breakup was great. Yo.
Oh my god,
that's a great.
The ending was kind of shitty.
When you leave them,
it's on Netflix too.
I know.
Right?
I know.
I saw the Breakup was great, man. Oh my god, I remember the time when they had game night. This guy had fucking Kraft singles and like Doritos on the thing, and the guy is going. They're like, "Don't fucking touch my Doritos."
Yeah. No, that was a good one. You know what the problem is though with rom-coms is
they're never true.
They're never true. So like you grow up watching this stuff, and I have 2 sisters and a mom.
Yeah.
Right. I guess so do you. Or no, you have 3 sisters. So like I grew up watching the rom-com stuff, and I grew up watching chick flicks, and I grew up watching Gossip Girl and all this shit. So my idea of romance and my idea of
is
love
what you see on TV
is based on movies and TV. So I didn't grow up. My parents tried to keep me grounded. And obviously, I dated throughout my life, and I went, "Oh wait, this stuff's bullshit." But like the grand romantic gesture, like standing on a coffee cart, "Oh, Summer Roberts, I love you. Oh, you Seth Cohen, you little nerd." You know that crap. I'm sitting there as a teenager. I'm like, "Yeah, that's real.
That's fucking real.
Yeah, I'm Seth Cohen. This is fucking do this.
Happened to me.
This happened to me."
So I go to high school, Roberts,
and I stand on a fucking cafeteria cart. And I'm like, "Oh, high school girl that I have a crush on, whose name I forgot. Oh, I love you." And they're like, "I don't know who your name is." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm so irrelevant.
That doesn't work this
I
way.
forgot. I got to take it to Tijuana, and then your friend has to overdose, and then we have the moment dealing with this first, and then I get this. Fuck! I forgot about the overdosing.
Was that in a movie?
The OC.
Oh no! I mean, like the overdose part. Fuck.
Yeah, Marissa Cooper overdoses because she finds out her parents are getting divorced. Which I'm sorry, and I'm sorry to any listener who has divorced parents, but like, how does that fuck you up as badly as it fucks kids up? Like my parents aren't divorced, so I can't relate.
Mm-hmm.
And of the friends that I have that have divorced parents, they're pretty well adjusted, and a lot of them it didn't really fuck them up.
I think it's a lot harder,
like,
obviously, when
friends
you're younger. You know, it's harder when you're younger. When you're older, you're just like, well, I can't really.
Apparently,
you can't really do anything.
When you're 3 and your parents get divorced, you don't.
No, I'm like saying like when you're like in elementary school and that shit happens. Yeah, it's a big lifestyle change.
I don't know when you're 15, when you're Marissa Cooper and you're 15, your parents are
getting
divorced, and you're rich as fuck, and like you literally do not know what life is, and so you decide to overdose in Tijuana on fucking pills you find in some Mexican dude's hotel room or some shit.
God.
Like, how is your life so fucking hard, Marissa Cooper? Summer Roberts' parents are divorced. You don't see her breaking out about it. Ryan came from fucking Chino. You don't see him. Oh, I've got problems because I'm from a rough life. No, Ryan was well adjusted. Ryan was sitting there going, "No,
I got it good right now.
You know what? I got a second chance with the Coens. I'm just gonna go to school and do work." And fucking Luke is sitting around going, "Oh, welcome to Newport, bitch." And Ryan Atwood is just sitting there going, "Look, guys, I just want to be friends with stuff and play video games." And Summer Roberts is like, "Hey, I'm just Summer Roberts, and there's Marissa Cooper. Center for attention, I'm Marissa Cooper. Fuck you. Fuck Mick G. The OC is stupid. Why do I keep watching this?
So good.
Why do I keep watching these shows?
The OC was so good, man.
Gossip Girl was better.
I haven't watched a lot of Gossip Girl.
Because you know what? OC was like, everything was dialed to a 12, and it was very unself-aware of itself. Gossip Girl was tuned to like a 9, so it was still overdramatic, but there was a sense that it was self-aware that it's a bunch of rich kids complaining about bullshit, because at multiple parts in the show, there are people who even say things like, "Oh, wow, life sucks with the rich." Like, listen, man, just because I'm rich doesn't mean this sucks.
You watched Crazy Rich Asian or something? Was that was the movie?
I saw that one.
Yeah, I watched it recently. I was like, man, do all of these Asians have this weird accent? I didn't know, like, rich ass people from Singapore go to like Cambridge or something, man. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, every time you open your mouth, all I hear is chong ching chong chong ching chong chong. Actually, no, you're Filipino. All I hear is that
was funny the first time you when you were telling me, you're like, man, is it just me or do all Filipinos in their language sounds like chickens? And I'm like, they actually do. We do sound like chickens.
Get on a bus full of Filipinos talking, and there's 30 I'm like, yo.
I was like, yeah.
Like, I don't mean to be
racist.
Where's
the chickens at?
Because this is a totally racist thing to say. But I've been around chickens at multiple points in my life and listened to them cluck at each other, and I've been around groups of Filipinos speaking Tagalog to each other. And if I closed my eyes, you know, I could, like, listen, all I'm saying is, if I went to Manila, to an elementary school in Manila, and recorded a bunch of children speaking Tagalog to each other, and then played that over recording of chickens at a farm,
it'd be hard to know.
No one outside of the Philippines would be sitting there going,
I agree with you.
Yo, wait a minute, are they speaking Tagalog? The Filipinos would be sitting there going, I don't get it.
You know, it's offensive as fuck, but
it's offensive. Listen,
I agree with you.
I completely admit that it's racist to say this, right? 100%. But I've got a Filipino person right across from me saying it's true. So is it that racist? I don't think it's that racist.
Well, like, being true...
It's pretty racist.
But yeah, man, like, with that girl, yeah. Pretty much got blue-balled. You know, I dropped her home. Fucking... Then I stayed up all night watching Black Mirror. Pretty much that was the end of that. That was the end of the story. But I started watching Black Mirror, man.
Not a bad... Black Mirror is a great show.
Yeah, you watched Black Mirror, right?
I've only seen like 2 episodes.
Man, did you watch the first episode?
The one with the Prime Minister?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you do? Would you fuck the pig or would you let the princess die?
I mean...
That's a hard decision.
He fucked the pig, but like... I don't know, I'm sitting there, I'm like, don't I have Secret Service? Don't we have like the entire government at my disposal to find this? You know what I mean? Like... I guess, I mean, yeah. If I kidnapped Ivanka Trump...
If that actually happened, man.
Well, that's what like, say you kidnapped Ivanka Trump. And you were like, listen, Donald, if you don't fuck Rosie O'Donnell, I'm going to kill your daughter. Don't try and find me.
The worst part was I was like, yeah, he let her go 30 minutes before he fucked the pig. And you're like, oh no! If I only knew!
But at the same time, I mean, pussy's pussy. Like, if you can get your head... I don't think... I am very confident that I would not be able to have sex with an animal. I've never been sexually aroused by an animal outside of the Robin Hood Disney movie.
You just be limp dick. You can't even do anything.
You can't do anything. But at the same time, if you just took way too much fucking Viagra and you were drugged up and you're like, oh, fuck this pig. And the pig was kind of giving you those eyes. It was like, hey, you know, pig eyes. When pigs look at you. Pigs look at you and you're like, hey, you want some bacon? And you're like, damn, this pig's taunting me. You ever been around pigs? Pigs taunt you.
Like,
pigs look at you and they're like...
The smell alone will just...
You give it a wash. You give it a bath. You put some makeup on it.
The smell alone will just fuck me over, man. I wouldn't even do that. I would let the princess die. I'd be like, listen, I'm going to resign the president. You guys handle your decision. You know,
I resign. Fuck this shit. I'm not prime minister anymore.
It's not worth me. Like... Am I prime minister or do I fuck pig? You know what? Fuck that. I'm not gonna be.
Oh no! If I'm president of the United States,
I just be like, fuck this. I'm not.
Yeah, if I'm president of the United States and some dude's like, I'm either gonna kill your daughter or you resign as or you fuck this pig.
That's hard. That's even harder though.
No, I'm gonna be sitting there going, wait, no one told me I'd have to deal with this kind of shit. Yo, I'm done. I'm not president anymore.
Yeah, but it's your daughter though.
No, but if it's like.
But if it's your daughter,
either resign and we release your daughter, or fuck this pig.
I thought it was like your daughter's gonna die, or you.
No, didn't they give him that? Didn't they give him that option of like resigning as prime minister or something?
I don't think they gave him that.
Did they?
Option? No.
I think they gave him that.
Option. That was funny too.
But that'd be my first question. Yo, if I just quit, like, and resign as prime minister, do you release the princess? Yeah, I guess so. All right, cool. Yo, I resign.
Exactly. I'd be like,
no one told me I'd have to fuck a pig at some point.
I know.
Our Secret Service is obviously shit. So I'm not, you know, I fucked the pig.
You're right, though. I was like,
then what? I gotta fuck a monkey?
Secret Service figure this shit out themselves. Like,
it was a cool episode.
It was pretty intense. I was just like, oh man, this guy's
it was a cool
this guy's gonna do it. And what's so sad, he's like, I love my wife. Right before he fucked the pig. And I'm like, oh man, this is so sad.
What I want to know, like, was he supposed to fuck the pig until he came?
That's a good question.
Like, could you not just like wet noodle this thing's pig butt for a
little
while?
Cool too. They were gonna fake it. The guy had like a green suit, or they're in a green screen. The other scene before it, and then they found out. It was like, I said no cheating, and he cut his own finger, and they thought it was. How would you not know it's a male's finger or a woman's finger? You know, when they cut the finger too.
I don't know. Look at your finger. Does it look like your sister's finger?
Well, like, I don't know.
There's a little hairy and.
Well, like if it's a big guy's finger, you can kind of tell it's a guy's finger.
Yeah.
Versus like a skinny girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You can tell.
Yeah.
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 That's what I fucking meant. What other episode? Because I watched the other one with like the technology and like that's like there's like a grain that's installed in the back of your head.
Was that episode 2?
I think it was episode 2 or 3. But it got to a point where we were watching it and like that's like a current thing. Like that's the type of technology that we would be having.
There's a new one. I can't remember what it's called. It's with Jonah Hill and.
Oh, I saw that on Netflix. I didn't watch it though.
Emma Stone?
Emma Stone, yeah.
Yeah, that's apparently really good. I didn't watch it.
You watched it?
No, I haven't watched it.
Do you know what it's about?
It's based off, so it's a Dutch or Danish TV show.
Is it a rom-com?
No, it's not a rom-com.
I don't want to watch it.
I know, right? I'm like, you know what I like? I like Love on Netflix. That show Love with the girl from Community and the guy from a whole bunch of other shit. Actually a really good show. Yeah. Actually very funny. Actually well written. Actually kind of believable. The cutest Australian girl in the world. She's so fun. Her name's Birdie. Everything's like, oh, you know, I do market research. So I ask people if they like the crackers, and if they don't
You're
like
really
them,
good Australia. Is this New Zealand accent?
No, I can't do my Australian, New Zealand, and South African accents all blend together.
Yeah, it's like my Jamaican and Chinese accents all blended together.
What?
Yeah,
You're Jamaican and Chinese?
No,
Why would you Jamaican and Chinese?
I don't know.
It's like my Indian and Scottish accents blend together sometimes.
So there's me. How did you good, dude? Thank you.
How do you do it? That's the true test. If you can do an accent of an Indian person trying to do a Scottish accent but badly, that would be impressive.
No, what is pretty impressive is I saw this on America's Got Talent. There's this ventriloquist.
Yeah.
And like he was talking like with the puppet, but then all of a sudden the puppet and him switched voices. So his voice was actually the puppet's voice, and the puppet's voice was his voice. So
shit.
It was trippy, and he had like other puppets too, and they were like switching around. I'm like, oh, that's a lot of skill, man. Like for me, I'd fuck up already and do someone else's voice. I'm like, oh wait, oh shit.
Ever since I saw Jeff Dunham's, because he was really popular when I was in high school, everybody loved him. When I saw that, he had like a special back on like Comedy Central, or no, he had a show on Comedy Central, I think. I remember watching a show and I'm sitting there, I'm like, Jesus Christ, like that is fucking impressive. Like, not only is he being a stand-up comic, which is hard enough, really, as it is to write jokes, but then he's also doing ventriloquism. And granted, a lot of his jokes were heavily involved in the physical comedy of the
ventriloquist.
Why?
What?
Whatever the puppets are called.
Pretty strong puppets.
Word for puppets. So it'd be like, oh, here's this one, death to the infidels. Not that funny to say, but here's your skeleton puppet. Saying it, so now it's a little funnier. So yeah, Jeff Dunham's comedy wasn't that funny. He relied on that shit a lot. But at the same time, it was still comedy. He was still writing jokes and doing the different voices for the different characters.
Hard, man.
It is. So I've got a lot of respect for him for being able to do that, because I could never, like, people who can like drink a glass of water and talk at the same time.
The fuck?
How the hell do you do that?
He's not drinking water.
No, there'll be people who will be like, oh, let me talk about drink water. So, like, you're talking into a fucking glass. First of all, what kind of ventriloquism can you do unless you're like doing this, like drinking, like, hey guys,
not like you're drinking it through your nose. Like, what do you do?
Yeah, like, what do you do?
What are you doing?
So the ventriloquism is impressive. Oh, man. You gotta fill the dead air. I'm getting water.
So I'm filling the dead air right now. And, man, why you gotta leave like that, man? We're in the middle of a show. Well, we're gonna take a little break.
So basically,
and we're back.
So basically, you don't want to see this Japanese girl anymore because she wouldn't let you fuck her.
No, don't say that, man. It's not.
So basically,
no, man. I do want to see her.
So go see her.
I am probably are gonna see each other again.
Yo, why don't you text her right now?
Because we're doing this podcast.
Hey, what's up, Chung Lee? Let's go get some sushi and play Street Fighter together. Ding, 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 ding. Right, that's Chinese people. Stop. Nope, that's just racist.
Stop being racist, man.
I'm a white male. I can't help it. It's in my genetics.
It's in my genetics.
I can't help it. I'm a white male.
Yeah, man. No, this girl's nice, man. I'm gonna at least try. Like, I promised myself, I'm like, you know what? Like,
was this a Tinderella or a Bumblerina?
It's Tumblr. Not Tumblr. Tinder.
Wait, did I say Tumblr? You said Tinderella.
Yeah.
Tinderella, yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I was like, you know what? I'll just try. Like, at least like go on a date with her. Go on a second date. We have a great time. You have a good time. Mm-hmm. It's just, I don't know. I just feel like I'm kind of wasting my time and her time if like I don't know what I want with this. You know what I mean? Like, obviously you wanna like fuck her and shit, but like at the same time, like, is that all I want? I don't know, Matt. I'm all fucked up, man. I'm all fucked up.
You're in your feels?
I'm in my feels. Nah, I'm not in my feels. I'm having a good time.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
It's good, man. I'm glad that you're having a good time.
Yeah, man.
Glad you're enjoying yourself. Get some of that. Never mind. I'm not
gonna say some racist shit again.
I'm done being racist for this episode.
I'm done being racist.
I gotta wait for next episode. That didn't make any sense. I get what you mean though. Like you want to figure your own shit out and everything. You don't want to have to worry about another person.
Exactly, man. Time. You don't want to have like another priority and things like that. Like obviously it's not a bad priority, but like it's something that you kind of don't want to do at the same time, man. Does that make any sense? Not really.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I get that.
Yeah. How about you though? You've been single for how long, man? You've been single for a while.
I've been on and off. I don't know. For me, it's like I'm old. What
was it like when you were 30, man?
I'm older now, and I mean, like, okay, fine. I'm only 28, so to a 40-year-old, they look at me like I'm a child. But you know, to a 20-year-old or to my compatriots, I'm an older enough person.
Yeah.
And I've been around long enough to know that like there's fucking 7 billion people on the planet.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? There's no point in settling. So I know. Well, no, it's not that. It's I know what I want. You know what I mean? And I'm old enough to know that sometimes you have to wait to find that. And there's no point in me settling for something that I don't want to be with somebody because I've had my turn. I've done my rodeos.
See, with you, it's like I kind of want to be like that too, where it's just like, you know, I know what I want in a girl and stuff, and I'll eventually find it. But at the same time, for me, it's like I know what I want, but like I am willing to like go out of my way to find it and like go on Tinder and do all these things and go on dates just so I can find it. I don't want to be sitting at home or like just doing nothing, you know, like nothing's gonna happen at that, like when you're at that state, you know. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
No, I'm listening to you. Like I get what you mean. Like,
yeah.
Say it again though.
Fuck off. No, I'm just trying to say like, yo, I have to do things to like meet, like I have to go out of my way to meet other people. You know, like I have friends who don't really go out of their way to meet other people, and they're still single and they're virgins and they don't do anything. And I don't feel bad for them. It's just like at the same time, it's like, hey man, you can't be complaining. Oh man, I can't find a chick when you're not doing anything.
Yeah, but if you're fucking Pat, like you should just admit that you're gay, and finally date Revan.
No, he's going on some new things, man. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he joined an MLM.
What's MLM?
Multi-level marketing.
Who's that? Or like, is that a fucking Ponzi scheme?
Yeah.
Man, don't you hate that shit when like you haven't talked to your friend in like over like 2 years or whatever? Like, hey man, what's up, man? Like, how you been?
you can tell. Someone reaches out to you out of the blue nowadays, especially. Someone reaches out to you out of the blue on Facebook Messenger. It's like, listen, we weren't even that close when we did talk to each other. I know you're not reaching out to me. Like, if I like just got a new car or just got a new job or just moved to a new city and they reach out to me, then it's kind of like, oh, what? Like, are they also in the same city?
Yeah,
like,
exactly,
are they like? Yeah. Is this the beginning of a new beautiful friendship? But if like my life has, for the most part, stayed the same for the last couple of years. So if some dude I knew in high school or college or whatever, like when I was in my late teens or 20s, reaches out to me, he's like, hey man, how you been doing? It's like, oh, here we go. Yeah. Here it comes.
Hey man, I just
pretty good.
You?
Hey, I just want to know. You want to make more?
Free?
You want to make some more money? Block. I don't even respond.
I had a situation that, but like this girl was pretty hot too, and I'm like, oh. So in my head, I'm like,
it's probably a Ponzi scheme.
I'll just go with it.
But
you never know.
Maybe she wants to sleep with me.
Not even. I'm like, yo, I'll go out on a date with her. Is she trying to like, are we like hanging out? Did she see me and like want to say hi? And then she was talking about finances and shit. I'm like, oh my god. She's like, you know, I didn't really know about this stuff until I went to this thing. I think you should come too. And I'm like,
oh god, damn it.
It's
always the hot ones. Some dude I knew, he became an arborist. Some dude I knew, who I did respect, was like, hey, why don't you come do this thing? I know you're looking for your job. I know you hate working retail. I was like, yeah, it's true. He's like, yeah, man, so did I. Like, so I got this another job. We're hiring. I'm like, oh, cool, awesome. Fine, I'll come by.
Next thing you know.
And then next thing you know, I'm in some Persian dude's house in Mississauga. There's 30 other fucking like 17, 18-year-old dudes in ill-fitting suits. And they're like, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And they're like playing this thing about the deregulation of energy. And I'm like,
it was like ACN,
bro,
right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I'm like, come on, dude. He's like, oh yeah, you know, we like to have fun. We like to party. And I'm like, dude, first of all, you're doing this presentation in one of your houses. So where's your fucking office if you make so much money? You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. If you're going to try and fake it, at least fake it properly. And I tried to get up to leave a bunch of times, like, oh, what? You don't want to make any money? I'm like, no.
I don't want to
pay you any money. That's the difference. I don't want to pay you. Bro, you don't pay me anything. You buy the starter kit and then you get 5 friends to get the starter kit, you get the money back. It's like, no. That's just paying you with extra steps.
I don't know. My aunt was doing that stuff right now with like cosmetics. So she went to our house and like did a showcase.
Well, it's like the girl we worked with doing that for Herbalife.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And she was constantly talking about the Herbalife stuff, and it's like, do you not understand? This isn't like you're not getting anything. Like you're buying your own product.
There's some people that like are too nice about it and they'll listen. Like remember Janine?
Yeah.
With that one girl, and I'm like, Janine, just tell her no.
Like, because Janine the whole time, was sitting, she wasn't gonna do it,
but
and she's like,
this
fucking
nice
girl.
She bought
That's
a
the thing.
case.
Yeah, that was the problem. Is that because after Janine left, she then started coming after me.
Like, Janine, no,
and she would come to the kiosk all the fucking time, and I'm like, oh, this bitch. And it's like, oh, it's really busy. I can't take can't take a lunch off. I'm like, oh, but are you gonna take a break at some point? It's like, yeah, I mean, eventually. She's like, all right, I'll just be around. I'm like, oh my god.
So you take a break. Oh, it's so.
And then she's like trying to explain the math to me, and instantly, like, I knew beforehand that it was a scam. I was like, all right, fuck, I'll hear her out to appease her, so that I can say I'm not interested with actually hearing the pitch. So I'm listening to her talk, and I'm listening to her pitch, and she's doing the math and everything, and right away my brain's like, wait, this doesn't make sense. Like, how does this work? So I asked her, I'm like, wait, how does this work though? Like, I buy the toothpaste, I sell you the toothpaste for the same money that I paid for it. How am I making any money? It's like, oh, you don't understand. You get points. I'm like, what are we going to do with the points with? It's like, oh, it just gives you more discounts. I'm like, all right, so I got more discounts and more points I have. So I'm buying things for a cheaper price. So I'm just a reseller. How is this any different than me buying in bulk off of Amazon and selling it out and just circumventing the whole points thing altogether? I can just go directly to Colgate, get as much toothpaste as I can, and then sell it. It's like, oh, because then you're a business and you need to actually, license and everything. I'm like, okay, so how is this different? I'm like, because you're an employee of this company. I'm like, but it's the same fucking thing. Like, it's the same thing. Like, the only difference is I gotta pay you $175 for a starter kit. Like, I don't want to. Like, fine, you know what? I'll do it. I'll do it. I don't want to pay you the money for the fucking starter kit, right? That's the difference. I don't want to give you any money. I want to give you points off of what I do.
What's worse is like when it's family and you kind of say no. You're like,
thank God there's no one dumb in my family. That they, I mean, that's not totally true. I think one person in my family signed up for this at one point, but like they don't bug us.
What I noticed, like for the most part, a lot of my friends that were in it are not in it anymore.
No, yeah.
I feel like at some point you get to a point where it's just like, fuck, like I can't be doing this shit all the fucking time. Like they realize like maybe I can't recruit everyone I fucking know, And then at some point you're just like, fuck, like I can't be doing this all the time.
Yeah, That's the thing. I mean, the last week tonight I actually did a really good segment on it where they actually did the math, and the whole thing is like, you recruit 5 friends, each one of your 5 friends recruits, oh no, not even that, it was you recruit 3 friends, each one of your friends recruits 3 friends, each one of them recruits 3 friends. Once you've gone 7 layers, you've run out of people on the earth. Like, it's like, and so it only works if the other people are recruiting, but like, at the same time, it's just, well, fuck, man, like you can't be recruiting your whole entire life. It's like, just, how about this? Even if you're at the top, you're still recruiting people, Well, I mean, it's predatorial, right? They go after people that are desperate, that think that there's a way to get rich quick. Like, it's a get rich quick scheme. And you know what? Credit to the people that invented it. It does work, but you have, like... I'm not even going to say it does work. I'm not even going to go so far as to say it does work. I have never seen it actually work. I don't know a single person who's made it work. The only people I know who have made any amount of money off of it made enough to like pay their cell phone bill.
And then they just left, right?
Yeah. And then they left. Like, there was this dude that started following me on Instagram and started sending me messages all the time trying to get me to do this, like something that had like a card on it, like a Regis. Yeah. Oh, I love spending money with my Regis Black Card, because then people ask me what it is and I tell them, and now I'm making money off of their investment. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, you small-minded little fuck. And then like he's constantly posting pictures of Bentleys and mansions and all this stuff. I'm like, what does this guy's fucking life actually look like? Like, I know he's not living in a mansion. I know, like, the guy's only got 2,000 followers. Like, I know he doesn't drive a fucking Bentley. You know what I mean? So I did some hardcore fucking... What'd you find out? He's like some 17-year-old kid in Minnesota going fucking nowhere. Like, not 17, sorry. Like, older, like, he's like a young guy, 21, 22. But, like, doing fucking nothing, living at home with his parents, not driving a car. Like, I found him on Facebook. I'm like, you motherfucker! Oh my God! I found you. I know who you are. Where's your fucking black card now, motherfucker? Where's your fucking Bentley? I found you. And he was just trying to get people around the country. He was using Instagram to try and get people to recruit people through. Which, I mean, you know what? That's clever, I guess. But it's like, come on, bro. Like, how long? Like, you see people who come to you and be like, "Yo, you like this car? I got it through ACL." And you're like, "Yo, I want this car, so I'll sign up with ACL too." How long does it take for you to be there before you go, "Oh, wait a minute. Bentley's cost $250,000. I haven't seen him earn any money at all. How does he get a Bentley? How do you get a Bentley? Wait, why is he's showing up to work in a Honda Civic? Where'd the Bentley go? Oh, it's a Wait, rental. I can rent a Bentley for $75 a day? Holy shit! I was bamboozled.
That's just like the Vice documentary. You see that one?
Yeah, about the lifestyle.
You talk about that?
And,
yeah. At the end, he's just like,
we could not actually confirm anything he said. He's like, yo, I'm
so
boys with this guy. I'm boys with this guy.
He's like, yeah, I know Gigi Khaled. Yeah. I've been with the best lit record label.
Yeah, man. For these guys.
Yeah, we know. I'm like, this guy's lying now. No, I don't believe him anymore. He just discredited everything. The worst part was, it's just like, yeah, it's a rental. It's not my car. I'm like, what?
And you know what? I get it, right? If that's your hustle, if that's what you're gonna do,
if he was saying he was legit, but like I believe that he said like when he was just like, oh, you know, I might not be doing this, but I make a lot of money for my age right now, and I believed him, and I'm like, but it's probably not doing this. It's probably selling drugs.
Well, whether it's selling drugs or not, listen. If you're trying to, if your whole point is to sell a lifestyle on Instagram to the point where you're getting ads on Instagram and companies are paying you to do this. Like, I know my cousin has a lot of followers on Instagram. He's got like 12,000 or 13,000 at this point right now. He's just like a designer. He's not like trying to be an Instagram celebrity. He's people just follow him. He's an attractive gay man, so he gets people who follow him all the fucking time. And whenever he posts something about me, I get like 8 followers from fucking Pennsylvania. I'm like, who are these people? They're just creeping me. And so he has companies that'll reach out to him. They're like, listen, we'll offer you this much money to do an ad read for us. He's done a couple ads so far already. It's cool. He's doing well. He was working at Progressive, and Progressive was like, listen, if you get to 7,500 followers, we'll give you $10,000 to do a Progressive ad.
That's crazy. Yeah, my sister's friend, I don't know if she still does it though, but like she was doing a lot of makeup and stuff.
Yeah.
And like you get sponsors like, hey, just show this shit on your Instagram feed, and then we'll pay you this much. You can make a lot of money off that, man.
So if you decide to like rent cars and rent Bentleys and rent Lamborghinis to kind of present this kind of lifestyle that other people want to follow and other people want to watch, so you get the followers from it, and then, you know, Captain Morgan's like, hey, here's 15 grand to do a Captain Morgan ad, right? That's 15 grand to go buy more Bape, to go buy more Fendi, to go rent more Lamborghinis, to then get more ads, to then get more followers and get more this. I completely respect that hustle. Completely. That's totally fine. That is fake it till you make it. That is, in fact, the American dream. Me going to your house going, hey, I'll build you a pool in your backyard for 10 grand. And they go, oh, awesome. That's a great deal. Here's 10 grand. And then you go to someone else and go, hey, I'll give you $8,500 to dig a pool. And that guy goes, hey, $8,500. That's amazing. Sure, I'll take it. So then they dig the pool. You get $1,500. You don't do any work. Right? That's a whole Tom Sawyer, Huckleberry Finn
Ponzi scheme, man.
Well, no, that's not a Ponzi scheme.
Sounds like a pyramid scheme.
That was the Huckleberry Finn thing. Is they're like, hey, paint this fence. So he sees the neighborhood kid. He's like, hey, I'll give you a marble. Like, they're like, here's $1, paint my fence. He sees a little 5-year-old. He's like, hey, here's a shiny marble, paint the fence.
Bro, this is an episode of Recess, I swear to God.
It is. I mean, it was in a Mark Twain book before it was in an episode of Recess. Because Mark Twain is 100 years older than Recess. But, yes, that concept.
Copy Recess!
Mark Twain! You little bastard! Paul and Joe wrote it first for Recess.
What the hell?
But that's I respect that hustle, right? You doing absolutely nothing, but getting other people to do what you were paid to do for cheaper than you were paid to do it. I completely respect that hustle. Absolutely, 100%.
Crazy.
But that guy in that Vice document was presenting himself like honestly, like, no, this is everything I do, and then at the end of it, he's like,
I don't do any of this.
No, I don't do any of that stuff. It's like, dude, everyone that just watched this documentary knows you're a fucking fraud now, you moron.
I wonder what he's doing now. He's like, he's probably
like, no, I gotta go back home and sell drugs. Like, he reminds me, did you ever watch A Good Place?
No.
That's a great show.
Is that the one with Kristen Bell?
Actually a really good show.
You and Sam were talking about it. I watched a little bit of it in the beginning.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we were talking about it too.
I was watching it a little bit in the beginning. I don't know. I didn't get really into it. But like, yeah, I don't know. I've been told it's a good show.
You've been too busy working on yourself and trying to get some Japanese girl to take her knickers off in your basement.
You know what?
Was it on your pool table?
No. But I don't know. It's not like I'm trying to.
Was it on your bed?
Huh?
Was it on your bed?
Yeah.
Yo, I sit on your bed. That's disgusting.
That's gross. I'm at your place. You probably fucked every inch
my butt was on your bed once.
I'm at your place. You probably fucked every inch of your fucking place right now, man. Like where I'm sitting right now. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
Where the mic is? Yeah.
Yeah, that's my house.
So what? It's my bed.
No, it's not. It's your parents' bed.
No, I bought my bed. It's my bed.
You bought your bed?
Yeah, I bought my bed.
With your money or your parents?
With my money.
Did your parents give it to you?
I bought the bed with my own goddamn money. I gave it to my parents. Here's the money. Buy the bed.
They use their money, and then they use your money to buy groceries.
Yeah, well, I get the money to buy a bed, so...
All right. I'm just messing with you, bro. I'm just joshing.
Man.
Nah, the whole MLM thing, I don't know. People are just so desperate to make money. They don't, like, no one ever wants to, like, work for it. And I don't mean, like, people don't want to work hard. People want to work hard for everything, but no one's willing to, like...
Put in the time and effort.
Yeah, everyone would rather, it's like, listen...
It's all about getting your money.
I can either give you $1 million now, but you die at 50, or you get to live to be 100, but you got to wait 25 years to get your millions. Guarantee you most people would take the million right away.
Yeah.
Like, all right,
I feel like I would. Would you?
I'm gonna die at 50 from cancer anyway, so yeah. Duh.
Yeah.
I'd be lucky if I make it to 50. My BMI is like 100. Like, I eat nothing but French fries and pizza every day.
And French fries every day.
And smoke a pack of cigarettes a day. Like, if I make it to 50, I'm lucky, bro.
That's a fucking deal. I'll take that.
It's like, okay.
Joke's on you. I'm never gonna make it to 50.
Joke's on you. You've given me 5 more years that I wouldn't have had. Like,
I'm dying, man.
But if I was a healthy person, no. I'd say, all right, I'll take the money at 50 and live to be 100.
What are you gonna be doing when you're 50?
Who gives a shit? I got $1 million.
Who gives a shit?
Who gives a shit? What are you doing at 50? Who fucking cares? I got $1 million, motherfucker. Sit on a beach and try and suck my own dick for the next 50 years. I don't know. I'm a millionaire. Fuck it. Do what I want.
I don't know. Millionaire. What's fucked up?
Pay $500,000 million to remove all my ribs.
I was just watching a lot of stuff in California, man. Just those fucking fires going on.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Have you seen like the aftermath? It looks like a fucking episode. Like, it just looks like one of these video games you play, man.
What I don't understand, and it's
crazy.
the same thing with like Tornado Alley. Like, if you're in one of those towns in Oklahoma that like gets hit by a tornado like every 6 months,
yeah,
move.
Well,
move. It's like, oh, California's on fire again. Like, when I was in California, you're not allowed to flick cigarette butts out of your car window, not because it's gross and littering, but because this could probably actually start a forest fire. Please don't do this because you'll start a wildfire. Like, it is so endangered of catching on fire every fucking day. Like,
it's scary. It's always like, but it's always this time of year where I don't know. It's just a lot of it's
because there's no rain, there's no humidity, everything's dry as fuck. Some dude goes into the forest to smoke a joint to get away from his parents, and his mom calls him on a cell phone, so he flicks the joint in the bushes. Oh, now California's on fire!
Fuck,
guarantee you, as soon as they legalize recreational use of marijuana.
All those videos that you see that are when some people are driving and taping that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like you're going into the entrance of freaking hell or something.
I know, the one that came out last year, 2016.
That one was scary, man.
Insane. It's absolutely horrific, and 56 people have died already.
Yeah,
people are like, oh, the amount of dogs you just see burnt to death on front yards. It's like, Jesus Christ. But at the same time, I don't know, fucking move, leave California. I understand it. Oh, we don't have enough money to leave Oklahoma. I understand that.
If you live in California,
California's the most expensive place to live in America. You can afford to fucking move. You can afford to fucking live there.
Just don't want to. It's just the lifestyle.
Yeah, lifestyle of what? Oh, wildfires again! Ah! It's like, oh, we live in Malibu. It's beautiful. Yeah, and then every every 7 months, the whole area catches on fucking fire.
I don't think it was this severe though. I'm pretty sure it just got really.
This is the worst wildfire I think in America's history. I don't even think in California. I think in America.
So that climate change, man.
No, well, yes, but no. I don't know how much climate change has to do with it. I don't know how much just coincidence has to do with it. It's because California is a very dry state. There's not a lot of humidity there. There's not a lot of moisture in the air. And things catch on fire really quickly. It's exactly what happened in the Great Fire of London, right? It was a historically dry period of time. All the houses are made out of fucking thatch and wood. Some dude left a lantern on, knocked it over, one house catches on fire. As soon as one house catches on fire with a strong wind, everything's on fucking fire. You can't fuck with that stuff. So it's like, I don't know, either cut down all wildlife and make everything concrete so nothing catches on fire.
Or die.
Or just maybe don't live in California. I don't know. Maybe don't live there. For me, sorry, your Santa Monica mansion, Joe Rogan was like, oh, we gotta leave our house. I'm like, fuck you, Joe Rogan. Move somewhere else. If this keeps happening,
he was saying that. He's like, man,
you can afford to live anywhere you want.
That. He was like, man, I might. He's like, oh, I'm pretty close to moving. What's fucking happening here?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
How often is if you're in Northern California, it's not that effective. If you're up north near Oregon,
yeah,
it's not that bad. Or if you're I think Salinas and Monterey was totally fine. Just south of San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember exactly. I'm pretty sure it was mostly LA. That a lot of the fires were just north of LA, that kind of region. just like the amount of mudslides they get on the highways, on the mountainy roads. It's hot as shit. Like, I've been to California. Yeah, it's all right. It's fine. All right. It's fine. You know what? You know what's gorgeous to me?
What?
The suburbs of Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh my God.
To me, that's paradise.
I want to end this like that.
Strongsville, Ohio. That's
Fuck
paradise.
that. I want to.
Are we at an hour? And that's the hour. Thanks for watching.
All right. What's like your top 5 rom-coms?
Top 5 rom-coms. Okay. First, we gotta determine what a rom-com is.
Romantic comedy.
Okay. No, I know what a rom. What I mean is, are we comedies with romantic elements or romance movies with comedic elements? Like a movie that is specifically made. No, The Boathouse had some pretty funny lines, but at the end of the day, it's strictly a romance, right? Where The Hangover is strictly a comedy, but there's a romantic plot line with.
I'm talking about like real romance comedies, man. Like,
all right. So coming in at number 5, I Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Okay, it's fucking brilliant. I fucking love that movie. Matthew McConaughey, whoo! Goldie Hawn's daughter, whoo! Brilliant. Brilliant. Second one, Bride Wars. Bride Wars is number 2, because I got 2 sisters, right? I understand, and I've seen them with their friends. I can relate to the female friendship and competition. I get it, man. It's relatable to me, even though I'm a guy. Plus, Chris Pratt's in that movie. Hell yeah. I love me some Chris Pratt. Number 3, 50 First Dates.
Oh, I was going to say
Adam
50
Sandler,
First Dates too.
At his best. Sorry. Let me retract that. Let me remove Bride Wars. Bride Wars is now number 6, because I forgot about a movie. So number 4 is 50 First Dates, because it's Adam Sandler at his second best.
Oh, man.
Right? Drew Barrymore, cutie patootie as all hell. The SNL cast members that are helping out, fantastic. It's a cute story, kind of stupid, but that's what you want in your romantic comedies. You want it to be stupid as hell, obviously corny, but at the same time, you feel kind of mushy about it, right? Coming in at number 3 is Adam Sandler at his best. The Wedding Singer. The Wedding Singer. Best Adam Sandler movie of all time. So quotable. Once again, it's also Drew Barrymore, I think, right?
I think so. Wait, is it?
Yeah, no, it's Drew Barrymore.
Was Ben Stiller, was that another one with Drew Barrymore? No, I saw they had a movie. It was like a rom-com too.
They probably did. I can't think of it because Ben Stiller's not a good romantic comedy. Sorry, Something About Mary, but that's not a good one.
That was the one probably I was thinking about.
Yeah. But, yeah, that was Drew Barrymore. Yeah, it was Wedding Singer and then 50 First Dates was Drew Barrymore because he loves.
They're so good
Drew
together,
Barrymore.
man.
They're great together. Was 50 First Dates? Yeah, 50 First Dates was 100% Drew Barrymore.
It was.
And Wedding Singer was 100%
So it was number 1.
That was number 3.
Oh, that's number 3.
Right? So quotable. He's losing his mind. It's great. I love that movie. Wedding Singer is phenomenal. Julia Gulia. Come on, get the fuck out of here. Julia Hart. Julia Gulia. Come on, it's great.
Well, we gotta do a whole new podcast with just
talk about rom-com. The rom-com episode. That's the next one. Number 2. What's number 2? Number 2 for me of rom-coms is going to be. This is an easy one. This one is called something that we've both seen.
Did we?
And I know not together, but I know we've both seen it. It is called. It's a very famous one. I'm drawing a blank here.
Who's in it?
What is it fucking called? It's Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn.
Well, it sounds
Overboard. That's what it is. Overboard. Yeah, Overboard. Great. That movie's awesome. It's Kurt Russell's like a carpenter. There's this rich girl. They're working on a boat or something. It's like her boat, her husband's boat. He's working on it. She's a total bitch to him. She falls overboard and gets amnesia. And they take her to the hospital. And the guy's like, "Well, who are you?" And he's trying to take care of her. He's like, "Oh, I'm her husband." And so she just believes him. And she's like, "Oh, you must be my husband," because she has amnesia. She doesn't remember. And they just kind of go along with it. And it's cute. It's fine. It's Kurt Russell. It's Goldie Hawn. I guess, Jesus Christ, now that I explained it, that's kind of rapey. But, oh, Jesus Christ. That's kind of rapey, actually. Now that I said that out loud.
Yeah. All right. Well,
and number 1, the breakup.
The breakup?
That's the Vince Vaughn at his best.
I'll do mine
Jennifer
quick,
Aniston at her best. Jennifer Aniston's butt at its firmest and youngest that you've seen it on the movie screen. It's brilliant.
It's great, man.
It's got a guy from Limitless in it. Bradley Cooper.
Oh, he was in it
Bradley
too.
Cooper's good. Who else has it got? Other people in it.
Good, man.
That are also good. Kevin James, maybe.
I'm trying to think of
Is
mine.
Kevin James in that movie? Who plays his brother?
Fuck.
Is it Kevin
It's the guy from Iron Man?
Oh, it is Jon Favreau.
Yeah.
Jon Favreau.
No, yeah.
Who was in Swingers? Vegas, baby!
That was a good...
Yo, have you seen Chef?
Yeah.
Have you seen Chef? Have you seen Chef? My name's Chef?
The fuck's that from?
My name's Chef.
What?
Have you seen Chef, bro?
No.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Going off on a tangent here.
No, for me, it was probably like, 50 First Dates, break up, She's All That, 10 Things I Hate About You. That was a classic.
Yeah.
I want to put Wedding Crashers in there too, man. Not number one, but like...
If we did a top 10, Wedding Crashers would be in there.
I loved Wedding Crashers, though. That was good. Fuck, man. I'm telling you. We got to do a whole
next,
podcast.
Next podcast, we're going to do... We each got to come up with our top 10 romantic comedies and then review them.
All right, okay.
That's what we're
going to have the same...
Is the top 10 rom-com review podcast. That's what it's going to be.
We should just make this a rom-com podcast.
Every episode we talk about a new rom-com.
Oh my god, did you see the new rom-com?
Did you see?
You see Crazy Rich Asian?
Actually, wait, can I put bonus choice?
Yeah, go ahead.
Fight Club.
Fight
Club, think about this. Fight Club.
That's not a rom-com.
Think about this.
What the fuck?
Think about this. Fight Club.
I'm out of here.
Hang on. Fight Club, if you were to summarize Fight Club, this would be a correct way to summarize it. It's a movie about two best friends and the girl that gets between them.
That's a rom-com.
Think about it. That is an apt description of Fight Club. If someone who has never seen Fight Club before and they ask you, yo, what it's about, and if you say it's a movie about two best friends and the girl that gets between them, would you be incorrect in that description?
But really, is it just about him? Because,
well, yeah. That's spoilers. You
so
don't
it's
want to spoil
not two
it.
best friends. It's just him being
But
crazy.
you think when you watch the movie, oh, it's two best friends and the girl that gets between them and Carla Singer. And then you realize, oh, wait, he's a crazy person and it's just one guy.
It's just one guy.
All
right, man.
Changed time in my life.
All right, man. That's about it, man. Signing off. We'll see you guys next week.
This got off the rails.
I know. We'll do another one with rom-com, man, for sure.
And then we're going to do a whole episode about Chef.
Okay. I got to watch that then.
Have you seen Chef?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Jon Favreau?
Understand. No.
My name's Chef?
No, I know. My name's Jeff.
All right, that's the end of the episode, you little bastards. Thanks for listening. Appreciate it. This episode, by the way, was sponsored by
Pizza.
MV Studios' new t-shirt line. Have a nice trip. Tribute to an animated cat. Link for the shirts, as always, is in the description. We did not get paid to do this. In fact, he probably would ask me to take this part out of the episode because I don't think he respects me. Bye.